it's special. It's special because I felt the support of the whole city throughout the whole season, and it's good to be back.
Yeah, absolutely. What was it like growing up in Providence, playing baseball in Providence? What were those kind of formative years like for you here?
I mean, making the move from Dominican to Providence was definitely a big change. It was different because I didn't speak the language, but baseball is just a connection that I had to the people. I didn't really speak English, but baseball was something that we could relate to, so that's where I made most of my friends. And growing up in Providence, this city has shaped me into the person I am today, so it's good to be back and see some familiar faces.
Jeremy, have you had a chance to reflect on the insane season that you had, or has it still not really sunk in yet?
I feel like it still hasn't sunk in yet. I feel like I've just been running around right now, but I feel like next week I'm going to have some downtime, and I get to think back on the season and the special run we had.
A lot to talk about on Thanksgiving table, I bet.
A lot of eating, not a lot of talking. So.
Do you ever think your season would turn out like this?
I mean, that's what we prepare. I've been preparing for this moment my whole life. I've dreamed of this moment my whole life. So, coming into the year, I never doubted myself. I knew I could play there. It's special. It's special because I felt the support of the whole city throughout the whole season, and it's good to be back.
Yeah, absolutely. What was it like growing up in Providence, playing baseball in Providence? What were those kind of formative years like for you here?
I mean, making the move from Dominican to Providence was definitely a big change. It was different because I didn't speak the language, but baseball is just a connection that I had to the people. I didn't really speak English, but baseball was something that we could relate to, so that's where I made most of my friends. And growing up in Providence, this city has shaped me into the person I am today, so it's good to be back and see some familiar faces.
Jeremy, have you had a chance to reflect on the insane season that you had, or has it still not really sunk in yet?
I feel like it still hasn't sunk in yet. I feel like I've just been running around right now, but I feel like next week I'm going to have some downtime, and I get to think back on the season and the special run we had.
A lot to talk about on Thanksgiving table, I bet.
A lot of eating, not a lot of talking. So.
Do you ever think your season would turn out like this?
I mean, that's what we prepare. I've been preparing for this moment my whole life. I've dreamed of this moment my whole life. So, coming into the year, I never doubted myself. I knew I could play there, and it was just a matter of showing it.
How did your coaches, teammates, friends, while you were in Providence, kind of shape you into the player you are today?
So they taught me a lot of values. They taught me the value of, being punctual, just being on time, and hard work. Discipline and hard work will take you a long way. Motivation will get you started. Discipline will let you finish it. So that's something I always carry with me.
¿Cómo te sientes de regresar a la ciudad de Providence?
Bueno, me siento bien. En verdad que muy emocionado. Esto es algo especial porque esta ciudad me vio crecer de niño a un hombre y en verdad me ha impactado a ser la persona que soy hoy en día.
Tienes la prensa dominicana en el teléfono, te quieren hacer una pregunta. Adelante, Moisés.
Saludos, Jeremy. Moisés Peña de LPR Deportes. Inicialmente, felicitarte por poner en alto la bandera de toda Latinoamérica, el estado de Rhode Island y muy especialmente la bandera dominicana con tu gran actuación en esta campaña. Jeremy, me gustaría saber cómo manejaste la presión de la prensa en Houston a sabiendas que te estabas poniendo los zapatos de un gran parador en corto, como es el caso de Carlos Correa, y de igual manera conocer tu disponibilidad para participar en el Clásico Mundial de Béisbol con la República Dominicana.
Saludos, Moisés. Sí, en verdad yo...
Míralo aquí.
Yo nunca lo vi así. Yo lo vi como que solamente estaba ocupando un puesto. Estaba viviendo un sueño mío, que era jugar en la Grandes Ligas. Y Carlos Correa fue bueno conmigo, me ayudó bastante, aprendí mucho de él, fue un mentor, fue un líder. Y nada, agradecido de haberlo conocido y todavía nos mantenemos en contacto. Contarlo del clásico, sí estoy disponible, me gustaría representar a mi país, que es la República Dominicana, y nada, que sea lo que el Señor quiera, pero sí me siento disponible.
Gracias, Moisés.
Jeremy, what was your first thought after you guys won the World Series? What was going through your mind?
There were no thoughts, I was just jumping up and down, and then when we got on the stage, I kind of just got consumed by a lot of emotions, I did a little reflecting on the stage, thinking back to where I come from, the Dominican Republic, and growing up in Providence, and where I was now, in Houston on the stage with a World Series trophy. It's something that you can't really put into words, it's what we work for.
I feel like I have to ask you because it's just like a lot of guys can't handle the pressure of a big moment, especially being young. But you stepped up to the plate and you really came through. Like you were so clutch. What is that? What's the mindset like? Stepping up in those big moments and then coming through for your team.
So the mindset is always one of gratitude. I was just, glad I was there. It's a special opportunity. Not many players get to play in the World Series, so every opportunity I just saw it as I'm grateful to be here. So it was a calm feeling to it, just cool, calm, and collected, and just play my game. Play the game I've played my whole life, and enjoy it. We had a great team. We knew that coming in. We knew we had the pieces necessary, and it was just a matter of showing it one more time, and that's what we did.
What does the off season look like for you from here on out?
So I'm gonna be training. I started training last week, so I'm gonna be here for a little bit and then go somewhere warm and finish off my training.
How does it feel seeing the community come together to see you today, welcome you back home?
It's special. It says a lot about our community. Like I said before, I felt the support of the whole city, the whole state, the whole year, and I'm looking forward to seeing them tonight, and hopefully we could take some pictures and have some fun.
The heart sign, you said that was for your family and for everyone who supported you. Being with them this week and being back around here with all of them, just how did they inspire you? And why in that moment are you thinking of them to send the heart sign on national television?
Well, my parents have been my inspiration my whole life. They're my heroes. And, I've never had to leave my house to find role models. I always just wake up in the morning and see two of them standing in my kitchen. I just show appreciation to them, everything they've done for us, all the sacrifices they've done for us, and that's just a way of me saying that, thank you for everything, and it doesn't go unnoticed.
Let's do one more question. Sir, what was it like to beat the New York Yankees again?
It was just the Yankees. We were going to beat anyone that was going to get in our way, and it just happened to be in the ALCS against us, and nothing against them. It was just that we were going out to compete and to win.
Special feeling playing in Yankee Stadium with all that history?
Of course, those ballparks, the Yankee Stadiums, the Fenways. You grow up dreaming of playing there, and I got to live out one of my dreams.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you, everybody.
Welcome everybody. My name is Michael Mina and I am glad to be your host of this afternoon's event. Buenos días a todos, mi nombre es Michael Mina y seré el maestro de ceremonia en este evento de esta tarde. Today we are welcoming home one of our own, a Dominican American who grew up among us in the city of Providence and has risen to represent all of our communities at the highest level of professional baseball and sports. Hoy estamos aquí celebrando el éxito de uno de los nuestros, de origen dominicano, criado en la ciudad de Providence entre nosotros, un joven que está representándonos y de toda la comunidad en los niveles más altos del béisbol profesional y del deporte. Así que con un fuerte aplauso, with a great round of applause and a huge celebration, let us welcome, vamos a darle bienvenida a Jeremy Peña. Bienvenido a casa, welcome home, Jeremy. Come on, you can do better, you can do better. Pueden hacer más bulla. One more time, a great round of applause for Jeremy Peña. Una vez más, un fuerte aplauso para Jeremy Peña. Welcome home, Jeremy. Bienvenido a casa, Jeremy. You may all be seated. Pueden tomar asiento para así continuar con el programa. Qué alegría, qué buena energía, such a great energy. It's so good to celebrate one of our own. Without further ado, we would like to start this moment with our national anthem for the United States. En este momento queremos continuar con el programa y tener el himno nacional de Estados Unidos. And the song will be interpreted by Marilyn Wade, who used to be actually the president of the Elmwood Little League. Y la canción va a ser entonada por Marilyn Wade, que fue una de las presidentes del Elmwood Little League. Así que Marilyn Wade va a estar con nosotros. Marilyn Wade, come with us. And I'm going to ask everybody to be on their feet. Vamos a pedirle a todos que se pongan de pie para el himno nacional.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Buenos días a todos.
Oh, see, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you so much, Marilyn. Gracias, Marilyn, por hermosa entonación de esa alabanza, de esa canción. En esta tarde queremos continuar el programa. In this afternoon, we would like to continue this program by having one of our own from the Providence Sports and Leadership Board members that we all know. He's a retired Deputy Chief of the Providence Police Department, and he's also a professional baseball Major League Scout. Commander Tom Verdi. Vamos a tener en este momento al comandante Tom Verdi.
Check one. Jeremy Peña loves you. Jeremy Peña loves us. And we certainly love this man, Jeremy Peña. This is a very special day for a truly special person. On behalf of the Providence Sports and Leadership Organization, PSL, welcome to Jeremy Peña Day. For those of you who don't know much about PSL, and after today, it was the best kept secret in all of Providence inner city youth sports until today. Providence Sports and Leadership is a non-profit student-athlete organization that works very, very hard and helps many, many inner-city youth. The attraction is baseball. The attraction is baseball. The result is very different. Very, very different. It's the rare exception that one of our players will end up where this man is today. The rare exception. That being said, you always chase your dreams. Those players up there, whether it's Alex, Jose, or whomever, Rafael, could be the next Jeremy Peña. PSL works very, very hard mentoring, teaching these young boys, teenagers, about life. It's not just about athletics, it's about academics, it's about hard work, it's about teamwork, it's about camaraderie, it's about community, it's about helping out others. That's the goal of Providence Sports and Leadership, and we are very, very successful. We have been, and that will continue. If you spend 2 or 3 years, seasons, with Providence Sports and Leadership, we have 100% high school graduation rate. That's right. This is an inner city youth program we're talking about, right? They go on, you spend 2 or 3 years with PSL to a 2 or 4 year college. 95% that go to a 2 or 4 year college end up graduating. They don't all end up playing varsity D1 ball, but most of them play college baseball, and what's most important is they graduate. Yes. That's right, yes. It's that important. So those that will not make it in Major League Baseball, they are your future police officer, Franklin, firefighter, right? Lawyer, doctor, engineer, coach, teacher, mayor of the capital city, governor of this great state of Rhode Island. The bottom line is, it's limitless. The opportunity. Wait, don't interrupt, Councilman. I met Jeremy when he was 13. I met his family. I met Jeremy in South Providence behind Roger Williams Middle School on a baseball field. He, his close friend Rami, and many, many others when he was 13 years old. PSL, and Kennedy Arias said this on a Zoom call last night, we are a family. Jeremy and his family became part of the PSL family, and PSL became part of the Jeremy Peña, or the Peña family. 5 years he played for Providence Sports and Leadership. Let me say this. he's such a class act. He is such a class act. Except for this year, 2022. Except for that right fielder from the Big Apple who wears pinstripes, the right fielder who's 6'7", who wears pinstripes. The greatest story in Major League Baseball is Jeremy Peña. Major League Baseball, the best thing that's happened to Major League Baseball, I know a little bit about Major League Baseball. I have been a scout for the last 7 years. And Jeremy, the first MLB scout to scout you and submit your name and report to Major League Baseball was who? Well, you're looking right at him. He was 16 years old when I submitted his recommendation. And the Cincinnati Reds will never live that down. Jeremy Peña, the classy, extremely talented, yet humble baseball player with that infectious smile. At the age of 25, Jeremy Peña, a Providence son, in his rookie season was a starting shortstop for the Houston Astros. Starting shortstop for the World Series Houston Astros. Won a Gold Glove. The first rookie shortstop, the most important position in Major League Baseball, to win a Gold Glove right here. And he wasn't done. He was the MVP of the American League Conference Series. The Astros went on, they defeated the Yankees. You beat the 6'7" outstanding right fielder. They defeated the Yankees, they advanced, the Astros win the World Series, and this is a very easy question, I'll let you answer it. Who was the MVP of the Major League Baseball World Series?
Jeremy Peña.
Jeremy Peña. Arguably, in the history of Rhode Island sports, maybe the greatest accomplishment in the history, not just baseball, of all of Rhode Island sports. And let me say this, and what will prove to be even more impressive, more incredible for this man, Jeremy Peña, is the best is yet to come. On behalf of Providence Sports and Leadership, welcome, thank you, enjoy the rest of the program. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Commander Tom Brady. Gracias por todo lo que acaba de decir. I'm just going to explain a little bit in Spanish for the ones that didn't understand so much. Bien rápidamente, de las cosas que él dijo, él está hablando de los éxitos que Jeremy ha tenido, que no solamente ha sido esto de este año, sino que él ha tenido una trayectoria llena de éxito. Y desde aquí, desde Providence, jugó 5 años en el equipo de aquí jugando béisbol, y que de ahí pues básicamente recibió recomendación del programa que se llama Providence, el Providence Sports and Leadership. El programa que se llama Providence Sports and Leadership lo recomendó para que pueda jugar, y todo esto salió desde aquí, desde Providence. Así que eso es todo lo que estaba diciendo él. So let us continue with this program, and we're going to have at this moment somebody very, very dear to us, another one of our community leaders. We're going to ask our governor, Dan McKee, to come by. Vamos a pedirle en este momento a uno de nuestros líderes comunitarios, el gobernador Dan McKee, que pase por aquí.
Wow, what a special day. Really, what a special day, Jeremy. Thank you so much for making us all so proud, and hearing from Tom and others about, and other coaches that had coached you here in Providence, have a real warm spot for you and your leadership. But Rhode Island is on a roll in many ways. Today is one example, but we have a head coach from the Boston Celtics from Rhode Island. right? Running the best record in the NBA right now. We've got Coach of the Year, PC, National Coach of the Year is a Providence-born, resident with Coach Cooley. And today we're here to, go all in and celebrate here with Jeremy Peña for your accomplishment, which is historic. It's historic not only for here, but in Rhode Island, but in the entire baseball world. World champion, a ring as a rookie, the Gold Glove as a rookie, and an MVP award that we all were watching very proudly right here from Rhode Island. So congratulations, Jeremy. I'd like to just provide you with a citation, a recognition, special recognition, on behalf of the people who live in the state of Rhode Island, to recognize you and to tell you how proud we are. And we're going to have to exchange phone numbers because all these really good, great leaders in the sports world, we want to have active here in Rhode Island as we reach out to the young people in our state so that they can reach their potential as you have reached your potential. Congratulations, Senator.
Let us continue with the program. Vamos a continuar con el programa. Vamos a tener en este momento también con nosotros a la vicegobernadora Sabina Matos. Let us welcome our Lieutenant Governor, Sabina Matos.
Thank you. I'm so honored to be here to welcome Jeremy back to Rhode Island. This is the holiday season and you're back home for the holidays, so thank you so much for being here back in Providence. I also want to acknowledge and thank your parents. Thank you for the amazing job you have done of raising this wonderful, wonderful human being. So thank you for that. And I have a connection with Jeremy's parents and with Jeremy because he's actually grew up in the same neighborhood where I was raised in the Dominican Republic. So I have to send a shout out to Los Alcarrizos, LA. LA is in the house. But I really want to say thank you for the example that you are setting for our youth. Just a reminder, this is PPSD, Providence School, right? Providence Public School. Classica High School, because if I don't say Classica, Mr. Barr is going to talk to me about that after. And the son of Providence. Thank you so much for making us so proud. And of course, I'm going to give you a flag for Rhode Island besides the citation. Thank you.
And let us continue with the program. We definitely want to make sure that you all get enough time to take pictures later on. So let us welcome to the podium one of our own, the City of Providence Mayor, Mayor Jorge Lorza.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm just as proud as everybody else to be here today to celebrate Jeremy Peña. So much has already been said, but what I'd like to focus on is his parents. Every immigrant's dream when they come to this country is to provide the best opportunities for their kids. And what you want of your kids, you want them to grow up to be honest, hardworking, and successful. And I think that we can all say you've been very honest, very hardworking, and very successful. Because of that, Jeremy, the city just a few days ago in a private ceremony with your family, we were honored and we had the great pleasure to give you a key to the city of Providence. That is the highest honor that the city of Providence can give to anyone, and we give it to only the folks that are the most trusted most revered, and the most special people in our community. And that's a recognition that we gave to Jeremy. And so we wish you the best of success going forward. But we want you to know, Jeremy, that you're going to go off, you're going to conquer the world, but you're always going to be home right here in Providence. The love that you're receiving today, you will receive throughout the years, as long as you remain the true person that you are today. Congratulations to you, and congratulations to Jeremy's entire family, because they have done it together. Felicidades.
Awesome, tremendas palabras. So let us continue with the program, and we're going to ask one of our state representatives, Representative Grace Diaz, to come by here. Vamos a pedirle a nuestra representante Grace Diaz que pase por aquí.
Good afternoon. It is a great pleasure to be here with the entire community. Take a village to raise a child. And the village is composed by the family who work closely, hard every single day to be sure the child is doing the right thing with a vision to make that person unique. And that's Jeremy Peña today. Also, the village, the community is playing an important role in this process. The family, the coaches, the friends, the school, everyone put a little part in Jeremy Peña. That is why we're so proud today. And I just want to remind the young guys, the young individual here today, that your dream is possible. You can make it the same thing as Jeremy. And I encourage you to work hard, to follow good advices from your parents, from the community, from the people. Avoid any problem possible, because those problems will take a different path away from your dream. Today is a Jeremy Peña celebration, but more than anything, it's the entire Providence and Rhode Island celebration, because he put a Providence in the map, he put Southside in the map, he put Dominican in the map, he put the young people in Providence in the map. And that is a heavy lifting. That is the biggest responsibility, Jeremy. We will be proud, pray for you, and hoping that you can continue to do great things in your life, for your family, and for the entire village. So thank you, Jeremy. Thank you.
At this moment, I want to take the opportunity to have one of our City Council representatives come up, and it's going to be City Council Representative James Taylor.
Thank you. So I get two parts here. I get to represent as a City Councilman, and I'd also like to recognize, he's here also, Councilman from Ward 1, John Goncalves, and I believe Central Falls Councilman Franklin Solano's here somewhere. So it's over there, sorry. So I'd like to, like I said, I get to do two parts here. One is a councilman, but I'm going to start off first. I'm going to roll the clock back, Jeremy, 15 years to 2007. So as the commander, I got to outdo the commander here. So the commander started when he was 13. I started when he was 9. So I was coaching for him. So he's gone from Dusty Baker down to the University of Maine coach, I don't know his name, to Kennedy Arias, to Ken Windook over here, to Dave Talon, Furman Ciprian, Frank Jerome, I think Louis DeLeon for the All-Stars. But it all started in 2007. If I could have Cliff Watkins and Neil Johnson, and whoever's from the 2007 in Club 650 team. Matthew, Greg, I know you're here. So come on down real quick. Come on, Cliff, come on. I'll get you help if you need it. So this was all started in 2007 for the team Club 650. This is Neil Johnson. Coming is Cliff Watkins. Matt, you don't want to come? Greg? Matt and Greg? Yeah, they don't want to come. come support you. What's up with that? The only two teams, I called everybody to come and support, and I guess that was the only two, trying to like, get people to play baseball. Only 2 people show up for practice. But it started in 2007, where these 3 coaches picked Jeremy. He played shortstop, coincidentally, but he also pitched. He was one of the only ones, one of the very few that could see the plate and get it over the plate, and Neil worked very hard with him on doing that. But did we win that year? I don't remember. Did we win? I don't think. Did we win? No, we didn't do good? No. Jeremy says no. So Jeremy's doing better than he did when we was called 650. But no, it all started then, and I'm proud. Went to a few games this year to see him play. Unfortunately, he was hurt on one, then he got hurt on the second, so I said, I'm not going any more games because the guy gets hurt. I went down to Baltimore, he played 5 minutes, got hurt, I'm like, I'm not going anymore. But no, congratulations, Jeremy. I'm so proud of you. Your parents were there every single day of the game. We knew you were going to be something. I talked to your father the other day, I said, where does he go from here? You've got everything. How do you go, you know what I mean? But we're so proud of you. Providence is proud of you. I know us coaches are proud. Before I go into my council part, I would like to have a quick moment of silence, because the other night, last week when I was calling the kids to try to get them to come here, one of the team members, Craig Robinson, unfortunately was shot and killed this past Wednesday. So I'd like to have a moment of silence for him, please. So thank you very much. Jeremy, congratulations. I appreciate everything you've done, the family. Thank you. We'll get a picture later when we do pictures so we don't tie it up. But here's the 3 coaches that coached him in 2007. Who would have known? So now I'm going to switch over, change hats, and go to the city council. If I can have the city council members that are here. Councilman Correa, Castillo, Espinal, Goncalves. So this is from the whole city council, and it reads, be it hereby known to all that the Providence City Council hereby offers its sincerest congratulations to Jeremy Peña, Houston Astros shortstop, in recognition of the celebration of winning the 2022 World Series championship, being the 2022 World Series MVP, receiving the 2022 Golden Glove Award, and they also forgot on here the 2022 ALS Championship. It wouldn't fit. That's how accomplished you are. Given to this day on the 26th day of November, signed by Council President John Igliozzi and the entire City Council. Congratulations. Everybody get in?
Chiquito adelante. No me pongan atrás, que yo soy muy chiquita.
All right.
Come on, Michael. Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Muchas gracias.
And again, congratulations, Jeremy, and congratulations to the parents who were there every day for the kids. Jeremy. Geronimo, congratulations.
Thank you so much. And I know they already mentioned them right now, but we also have with us Councilman John Goncalves and also elect City Council Ana Vargas, who are here with us as well. Thank you so much for being here. Next on the program, we actually have somebody that many of us also know, and it's going to be basically one of our city leaders that works with our communities almost every day. So we have our Rhode Island Division of Sheriffs, Chief David DeCesare and Major Paul Martellini, who are here with us as well. I'm going to ask them to come by. They have this next part of the program.
Thank you very much. On behalf of the Rhode Island Division of Sheriffs, we did not want to miss out on this opportunity, Jeremy, to acknowledge your awesome accomplishments in your rookie season as the Houston Astros shortstop. So we have a citation in your honor, and I'd like to read it to you. It says, "Be it hereby known to all that the Rhode Island Division of Sheriffs hereby commends Jeremy Peña for his outstanding accomplishments on being named the 2022 American League Gold Glove recipient, 2022 ALCS MVP, and the 2022 World Series MVP. Jeremy, the accomplishments that you did this year is just outstanding. And let me tell you, as a baseball player myself, watching you and seeing how much fun you had out there, your infectious smile just made everybody seem like you were just having a great time out there, and we are so happy for your accomplishments. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. This is awesome. I love when people getting recognized. This is great. We also have, from the Providence schools, we have Superintendent Javier Montañez, who is also here with us, and I'm going to ask him to come forward. I'm not sure where he's sitting. Well, in the meantime, let us continue with the program. And we're going to ask one of the coaches from Classical High School, Coach Kenny Warner, who's here with us as well. Don't make us cry, Kenny.
I'm not a politician, so I'll be brief. All you young guys and young ladies that are playing ball now, someday you could be Jeremy. He worked hard at it with me at Classical, called me up one day on a Sunday. "Coach, can you hit me some ground balls?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "I have to go to church at 9 o'clock. He said, "Can you meet me there at 10? I said, "Yeah." I must have hit him about 400 ground balls because there were pro scouts there watching him. One guy said something and I looked at him and I just said, "How can you be a scout?" And the guy who winked at me was the guy from Houston. He knew what kind of ball player Jeremy could be. Never yelled at anybody. Always, if somebody made an error, he'd come back in and say, "Nice job, nice job." He said, "Next time we'll get him." And Ma, Dad, Grandma, nicest family you'd ever want to meet. They back him up, 1,000%. Geronimo would come to practice and look and just watch things and see things and helped out every now and then. And he's just a gentleman, a nice guy to work with. When I had him, he turned sideways at shortstop. You couldn't see him. He was like this. He goes to the pros, he puts on about 25, 30 pounds, arms, legs, and now he's a pro ball player. It was a pleasure. And hopefully, you ladies and some of you guys sitting up there, 8, 9, 10 years, you'll be sitting over here and have fun. He was a gentleman, a coach, and a great kid. Guy, now.
And now let us welcome Secretary of State Nelly Gorbea. I didn't forget, so come back. Great round of applause.
Buenos días, buenas tardes, ¿cómo están? Estamos aquí pasándola bien, ¿verdad? This is a great moment. And this is a great moment for all of Rhode Island, but especially for the Peña family. Jeremy, gracias. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to celebrate, to be proud of being Dominican, Latino, Rhode Islanders. We are Rhode Island and we are with you. And this is a community effort. And that is what we celebrate today, but it wouldn't have happened except for you and for the dedication of Jerónimo y Cecilia. Como padre, nosotros todos sabemos el sacrificio que ustedes han hecho. Y les damos infinitas gracias por todos esos sacrificios y todo ese amor que esa familia ha depositado para que nosotros podamos tener este momento. We appreciate you as parents because as parents we know all the sacrifices that go into this. And thank you Thank you so that we could all come together today and be able to celebrate you with all your coaches, with all of these beautiful people. Se puede. Pa'lante, gente. Pa'lante. My brother is a super fan, so this is for him.
I know everybody's excited. We're almost there. We're almost done with all the protocols. So at this moment, I would like to bring to the podium the president of the Elmwood Little League, Dave Taylor. Talon.
Before Jeremy Peña played for Classical and PSL, he played in the Elmwood Little League from 2007 to 2010. When Jeremy was age 9, he played in our minors for the Club 650 team for coaches Jim Taylor, Cliff Watkins, and Neil Johnson. Then he played in our majors for Austin Ross Construction and Minimax Consulting, coaches Tim Marnane and Neil Marnane. Tim is here somewhere. And he was on the 11-year-old All-Star team that won our district in 2009, coached by myself and by Tim and Neil Marnane. Then in 2010, he was on our 12-year-old All-Star team that won our district for the first time in 52 years. His coaches then were Juan Catala, Mike Tavares, Jerry Perez, and Fermin Ciprian. The Boston Globe wrote a great story about Jeremy's time in the Elmwood Little League, and around here in a couple places we have copies of that story that are there for you to take and read. Jeremy's entire family played in the Elmwood Little League, not just him, also brothers Ostin and Charos, and sister Hasey. I see a lot of current and former players from the Elmwood Little League here today. Basically, we took up about 2 sections with about 100 people, including many of Jeremy's teammates. If any of you would like to come back to your old league and help coach in Elmwood, see me before you leave today, or check out our website, ellri.org. You might not get to coach a future major leaguer, but you will have a chance to be a positive role model for our young people on the South Side, just as Jeremy Peña has been a marvelous role model for all our youngsters. Thank you, Jerry.
It's awesome to see all these young people here celebrating and seeing what they can accomplish and achieve as well. So at this moment, I would like to invite to the podium our state representative from District 9, Enrique Sanchez. And with him, I think we're going to also have Senator Ana Quesada and City Council Franklin Solano from Central Falls to come by.
Do you want to invite Rep. Diaz, you want to join us?
And Representative Grace Diaz.
Hello everyone, buenas tardes todos. Enrique Sanchez, the representative of District 9. On behalf of the State House, House of Representatives and Senators, we would like to give you a citation from our state government. Thank you for laying the foundation, for being an example for our youth. Gracias por ser un buen ejemplo para nuestros jóvenes aquí, nuestras familias trabajadoras latinas, y poner nuestro hombre a lo alto. Thank you so much.
Muy buenas tardes. Good afternoon. For me, it's an honor to be here, and especially to congratulate him and his achievement. But one of the things that we have to remember is to remember de dónde tú vienes, tus raíces. Y que tú estés hoy aquí con nosotros quiere decir que tus raíces están muy bien hechas, porque viniste a donde tú saliste y ha puesto a Rhode Island tan en alto. De verdad que de todo corazón, 1.000.000 de gracias, pero no solo a ti, a los padres que están aquí, a los coaches que le dan lo más importante que tienen, el tiempo, le dedican a ellos su tiempo para que ellos sean mejores ciudadanos cada día. De verdad, thank you so much for everything you guys do. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh my God. What a privilege to be here today celebrating this wonderful occasion. Jeremy, you are an inspiration for all Rhode Island. You are an inspiration for every people in the world. 6 months ago, nobody knew who you was. And look at where you came out. 6 months after. Golden Globe. First time ever in the first year a baseball player conquered that milestone. You are the best. Estamos completamente orgullosos, satisfechos y agradecidos de lo que tú has logrado y de lo que tú representas como dominicano. Representando esta herencia dominicana, tú has logrado mucho y no solamente eso, lo que tú estás enseñando con esa humildad que tú estás desplegando y has desplegado durante todo este tiempo. Te felicito de corazón, felicito a tus padres, felicito a Kennedy Arias y a su equipo de Providence Sport Leadership por lo que han hecho con un joven como tú. Que viva todo lo que tú has hecho, que este orgullo no va a terminar nunca. Dios te continúe bendiciendo y mantente así humilde. Bendiciones.
I have a chance to speak before, yo hablé ya, pero yo quiero que todos los que están aquí me le den un aplauso de gratitud a un joven, a un señor que trabajó duro, ha trabajado duro por los jóvenes de Providence. I want you all put your hands together for somebody who impacted the youth in the city of Providence. Please give me a round of applause to Kennedy Arias.
Yes.
De un momento que están tratando de ayudar a una persona que necesita ayuda al frente, así que denle un momentito y un poco de espacio. Let's give one moment to the people that are helping one of our front row guests. As they're trying to help her, just want to say that we're so proud of everything that Jeremy has accomplished, representing our state and representing the youth from Rhode Island. You know, who would have thought that from little Rhode Island, we would have, you know, such great recognition coming out. And that's something that, you know, shouldn't be the exception, but should be the norm every day. So let's continue celebrating what we're celebrating today, which is the accomplishments of one of our own. And as they're helping one of our guests, we're going to continue with the program. And we actually have a very special presentation by the Executive Director from Providence Sports and Leadership, PJ Fox.
I'm just going to hold off for a couple minutes here, okay?
We know each other. Can I see if I put it up there? It's gonna be a pain. Now I know what you're talking about.
Thank you so much for your patience. This happens, we're live, this is a live event, so we know this may happen. So let us take this moment and continue with the program. I know everybody's looking forward to taking photos and pictures with Jeremy, so I don't want to take too much of your time. So let us welcome again the Executive Director for Providence Sports and Leadership, PJ Fox.
Thank you, everybody. So, as you know, that Providence Sports and Leadership is one of the co-hosts, and first of all, I'd like to thank the mayor and the city of Providence and all of the city officials here today for helping us get this together in such a short notice. So, round of applause for all of the city officials that have helped this day happen. You can be louder than that. And secondly, I'd like to thank the crew here at PCTA for allowing us to have the space, and the Rhode Island Sheriff's Department who graciously cut their training short today so that we could have the gym. So thank you to all of you. Come on, they did a great job. I'd like to point out another very special guest, a friend of mine, a friend of the program, a friend of many folks in this room, Jim Vincent, the president of the NAACP, is here. Thank you, Jim, for all your support and everything you've done. So, Jeremy, we're going to give you another first, okay? I know, you're like, what's happening? So the first is, so this is what we're going to do. No longer will any Providence Sports and Leadership player ever wear the number 21 again. We're retiring your jersey. So, come on up here. And we got right here, come on up front, Kennedy. So we got Kennedy, Felipe, and Franklin here. This will, come on up. This is, Jeremy, you know how special you are to everyone in this room. You know how awesome we think of you, and we cannot say enough in congratulations and appreciation for everything and your time today. I know you were like, really, PJ, Saturday after Thanksgiving? You're welcome. So, man, we're all proud of you, and I hope you hang this right next to the picture of the World Series trophy that you have in your house now. So, congratulations and best of luck to you.
Appreciate you, PJ. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I might as well tell you that I taught him how to swing. But we'll leave that to another 6-hour event. Thank you, everybody.
This is awesome. And without further ado, we also want to have a very special moment in this. At this time, we're going to have a little conversation with none other than Jeremy Peña. And for that, we're going to invite our friend Franklin Salcedo to come up here so that he could interview Jeremy and ask him a few of the questions that we all want to know. How many people want to hear a little bit from Jeremy? ¿Cuántos quieren escuchar de Jeremy? Pues vamos a tener eso ahora. And for that, I'm going to leave my friend Franklin Salcedo to come by.
Which one do you want me to? Testing. How you guys feeling? I'm nervous, so bear with me. So, a couple questions that I want to ask Jeremy, basically broad questions, just to get this moving. So Jeremy, you know, you're an ALCS MVP, World Series MVP, Gold Glove Award winner as a rookie, something that's never been done before. Arguably the greatest rookie season ever, buddy. How are you feeling today?
First, I want
Just press it once.
to ask you guys, how y'all feeling? Man, I gotta say, you know, it was special. It was a special year for sure. You know, what made it even more special was that, you know, I always felt the support of the city, you know, the state, except for some Yankee fans here and there. But, you know, it was special. You know, it was a special run, and I feel blessed.
So, drafted out of high school in 2015, what made you decide to go to college instead of the pros?
So this is something not a lot of people know. So when I was 15 years old, in the Dominican Republic. They wanted to leave me at the complex with the Pittsburgh Pirates, to play professional baseball. And my dad said, no, you're gonna go to the States, you're gonna go to school. I'm like, all right, I'll go to school. Went to high school, drafted out of high school, and I'm like, here it is, my opportunity to play professional baseball. This is my dream, this is what I wanna do. Again, my father, my mother, no, you're gonna go to school. I'm like, yo, look at you, this is crazy. Like, this is what I wanna do. So I went to school, University of Maine, played 3 years, drafted by the Astros, 3rd round. Everything happened how it had to happen, and now I'm here. So what I gotta say with that is, parents are always right. Parents are always right.
Great answer. What role did Elmo Little League, Classical High, and PSL have in your journey?
So for me, Elmwood was special because coming from the Dominican Republic, I didn't speak English. I only spoke Spanish. And it was tough for me to make friends at school. So baseball Elmwood was the first team I played for, and it was a connection I had with the other players. We play baseball. It's a language we all speak. So Elmwood was special because that's where I met my real close friends. Till this day, my Robert Morel, he's standing over there. We met all of our friends, and classical. What can I say? Classical taught me to cry at night doing homework, but it was special because it shaped me into the man I am today. So PSL, same thing. I met relationships that we're still close to this day. It taught me the values of hard work. Franklin Salcedo, running a military camp. I thought we were baseball players, but I guess we're training for the Navy SEALs. But that taught me the values of hard work. So shout out to those leagues and those programs.
Jeremy, what piece of advice has been given to you that has the most influence on you, and what advice can you give these young athletes?
That's a great question. So I'm gonna go off of what some of our community leaders said. I heard some of them say that to the young guys that one day you could be the next Jeremy Peña, and I don't want you to be the next Jeremy Peña. I want you to be the next you. And that's real. Coming into this year, there was a lot of comparisons with me and another player. And, my parents, my dad was the one that told me, you don't need to feel anyone else's shoes. You're yourself, you're your own man, you've gone through your own struggles, and you have your own book to write. So I encourage everybody to write your own book.
And just to finish it off, I'm going to ask you a couple just quick one-word answers from you, if that's cool with you, buddy. So, who was your favorite sports hero growing up?
Favorite sports team?
Sports hero.
Sports hero. My father.
Favorite Houston Astros teammate?
You're gonna get me in trouble with that. Man, I would say all the guys were good to me from day one, but I gotta go with Jose Altuve. He really took me in.
Favorite ballpark to play in?
Favorite ballpark? Fenway. Because of you guys.
Toughest pitcher you faced?
All of them. I gotta say, Shohei Ohtani. Man, he's different.
Yeah. And the last question, who's your current favorite MLB player?
My current favorite MLB player, I will say it's Trey Mancini. I don't know if a lot of you guys know Trey, but he got diagnosed with cancer a couple years ago. You know, he didn't know whether he was going to play again. And, you know, he got back on the field, put the work in, and now he's a World Series champion. You know, he's an inspiration to all of us. And he's an inspiration to me.
I got one more for the kids. Do you have any hitting tips or fielding tips you'd like to share to these young athletes?
Man, they're coming from my spot. I can't give them my tricks. But, you know, just have fun. You know, I say the best piece of advice is, you know, once practice is over, have fun with your teammates. You know, keep practicing with your teammates. You know, you don't need a coach. You don't need a coach to put the work in. You know, just call up your boy, call up your friend, and go to the park, have some fun, and that's where you develop skills that later on you're going to be grateful for.
Awesome. Thank you, Jeremy. Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Awesome, awesome. And I know he just spoke, but can you say something in Spanish for? Because he said he only spoke Spanish when he came here, so I want to make sure that the young people that are here that only speak Spanish can at least get something from him.
Dale el botón.
¿Cómo estamos, mi gente? No, primeramente yo quiero darle las gracias al programa de PSA y a los líderes de la comunidad por hacer este evento posible. Y las gracias a ustedes, en verdad, por venir en un sábado en la tarde. Yo sé que ustedes no tienen nada que hacer, pero muchas gracias. En verdad que me siento contento, me siento agradecido. Aquí estoy viendo mucha gente que conozco, muchas familias, compañeros, entrenadores. Y en verdad que ustedes fueron los que hicieron esta temporada especial para mí, porque siempre sentí el apoyo de ustedes. Y nada, agradecido con ustedes, agradecido con el Señor, y en verdad que Providence para adelante.
Thank you, Jeremy. Awesome. So this is where it gets really interesting because this is when everybody's gonna get a chance to get a nice photo with Jeremy. Okay, but before we do so, I have some rules for everybody. Ahora va a llegar